Okay, so the first tool that you should really be thinking about using is Elicit. Now, Elicit has gone from a completely free program to one that has got different levels of subscriptions. So it's really important to have a look at when you're using an AI tool, how much it's going to cost you. And if we look at Elicit here, you can see that it comes down to, let's have a look. I'm on this one, which is no monthly credits, can't buy more credits, or you can use $10 a month to get 12,000 credits a month. Now, each of these AI tools has got really weird kind of like credit systems and how much you can use. But ultimately, if you are considering trying these things, these tools, you can often just do like a free trial. And if you find that you're not using it enough, or that you only want to use it for a specific period of time, then that's all well and good. I actually highly recommend to people, a PhD often goes through different types of activities. So if you're in the literature review stage, it may be worth buying this for a month and then cancelling your subscription later on. So this is Elicit. And one thing I love about it is that you can ask it questions about research. You can also now extract data from PDF. So here are my papers that I've uploaded that you can ask it questions about. And also it gives you the ability to check across papers if you upload them. And so these are, tells you how many different credits that each one will use. But yeah, this is the basic one, and this is really the first one. Find papers is really the only way I use this in an academic workflow. And so, you just type in questions. So here are some example questions. So does wearing an activity tracker improve health outcomes? You can obviously enter your own questions. But one thing I love about this is that not only does it give you the answer to the question in terms of, all of the papers that answer it, but it gives you this, the summary of the top papers. You can also say 8 papers if you've got plus. But this is one thing I really like about it. And for me, one of the first things I do when I come on here and I get a load of papers is I sort by most recent. I don't know why I do that. That's just something I'm more interested in, the recent science. But this can give you a really good idea about the most recent stuff of a field. And most relevant means that it will try to match your semantic search no matter what year it came out. Overall, this is a really great summary. It gives you the abstract summary, and then here you can add columns for coins, for credits, and these columns will show up, and it just gives you a nice way to scan over the literature. But ultimately, the one thing I'm always looking for is that it answers my question. I can read through this abstract, and then I just go to Copy DOI or Semantic Scholar, and then I go and download the paper. I can even use something like Sci-Hub or Anna's Archive to get the paper for free if it's a relatively old paper. So that's Elicit, and I think it's just such a powerful tool. Like I said, I've never really used the extract data from PDFs. I think there are better tools for that, and I'll show you those later. And list of concepts, I'll show you a better tool for kind of asking questions across different papers. But if you are paying for this, it could be a really great way of maximizing your usage from Elicit. So it used to be elicit.org when it was free. Now it's elicit.com, and now they're trying to get your money from you. But it does give you a relatively healthy amount of free credits to trial initially. And this is it. So one thing I would recommend you do is you go in and you ask it questions about your specific research field, and you say, can you find papers on this? And the results I've been seeing across the YouTube channel and people's comments is it works really well for some fields and not for others. So go in, try it, and if it doesn't work as well, there are other tools you can use, and we'll talk about those next. But Elicit is always my first one I go to, and I think it's really powerful and really a kind of cornerstone tool of academia, and it will only become more powerful in the future. So go check it out, go try it, and see if it could become part of your academic toolkit.